Greetings, social cam. Let me get myself civilized, put together. Um, I am home, and I just got in from hanging out in church this morning and hanging out with some friends. And I was just thinking about how amazing church was and just reflecting on God. And I want to talk about one of the things that I've been working through since I moved back home from LA this past semester. And I have always attended a predominantly black church or all black church. And since I've been home, I've started going to a predominantly white church with some others sprinkled throughout. And since I've been there, I've compared it to my last church and other churches that I've been to. And I have had awesome worship experiences with at conferences like the Jesus Culture conference, and just visiting churches around the area that I don't see many people of color. But the worship is awesome, and we all serve the same God. But one thing that I've had a hard time getting past is the cultural, I guess, culture comforts that black church, or I would say more expressive churches, not just black churches, but I've been to predominantly white churches that are very expressive, and um, you get time to lay on the altar. You have people who will dance and sing aloud and lift their hands and lay on the floor if they need to. And I love it because I'm expressive in my worship, and I love being able to do that. At the church I attend now, um, it's not like that. It's a little more subdued, I would say. But what I love about God is that we still serve the same God, and if the atmosphere has been made pure, and as long as our hearts are pure and open to God, the Holy Spirit is going to move regardless. And I was so moved, and have been so moved by the messages at the church that I attend now. Um, so the whole point of this um, is to say that if you're looking for a church, or if you're in a church that's comfortable for you, but you may not be growing or you may not be getting fed, I just want to challenge you to not be so, um, I don't know, be so reliant or so dependent on what's familiar to you, and really just be prayerful about being in a place where you can have access to corporate worship and pure worship, and the Holy Spirit um, amongst a body of believers that are all trying to love on God. There are still things that I am sorting through and having a hard time coming in agreement with. But one thing that hit me today as I was leaving is that church is about God and us presenting worship to Him, and Him pouring His love on us, and us edifying each other and building each other up. Not about a preference or a music style that I like, or my favorite song being sang. And so I just have to prioritize. I could go to a concert any day, and I could pull up a sermon by T.D. Jakes, who preaches in the style that I'm familiar with. But there's no lack in the presence of God, and I it's just been sealed over and over again where I worship now, that there's no lack and I'm not missing anything because I have the Holy Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom, there's fullness of joy, there is no lack. So I was trying to make this short. It was a little bit longer than I thought it would be, but just to encourage you guys, if you are someplace that's comfortable but you're not growing, or you're moving and relocating like I ended up having to do, just look for where the presence of God is, even if it's being presented in a way that you're not as familiar with. Trust God while you're looking for a church. Don't trust your comfort. Don't trust your community that you're used to, your ethnic background. Trust the Holy Spirit, and you will always get what you need. Blessings and things. Bye, guys.